the most basic light cone manifesting tech, authorized by the Garden of Recollection and owned by the IPC. Did you really think the Galaxy Ranger was an outsider this whole time? Penacony has made a solemn commitment to protect the safety of anyone inside a family dream. Any person in distress will be forcibly awakened and safely returned to reality. What gives them the confidence to make such conclusive statements? Because behind this promise is the harmony. The family's Dreamweavers link up their minds together to construct an unbreakable defensive, breaking through this line of defense to create death in the dreamscape. Not even a memo keeper could do that without the family's permission. Who could have done it, friend? The only one is her. The girl who calls herself a Galaxy Ranger. An imposter, an unsought guest. Ifrit's death was a foregone conclusion. And Robin? Her misfortune was staring right at her. Who will be the next to die? It's fine. Listen to your gut. Building trust always takes time, and I'm willing to wait. I just hope you realize that wherever that legacy is concerned, covert plans are already underway throughout Penacony. Careful you don't get stuck on the wrong side. If I were you, I'd keep my distance from Acheron. After all, any schemes out in the open are always going to be better than a monster in the shadows, right?
Who's to say there isn't an even deeper conspiracy lurking beneath the surface?
Memo Keeper, I think our little deal is finished.
Aventurine is telling the truth. This memory is a real one, and there's no sign of any distortion grafting on.
The IPC is not the Garden, and there are real limits to what they can actually do. But you know all this. Friend, let's not beat around the bush here. The thing is, I want to reach out personally to team up with the Astral Express. I told you I'm just not interested in scrambling for the legacy. I just came to Penacony for work. I'm here to retrieve some lost property for the IPC, if you catch my drift. I'm talking ownership of this frontier prison. This has all become a bad debt thanks to the cancer of all worlds. The IPC has tried sitting down for negotiations time and again, but the family wouldn't even take our calls. You have no idea how difficult these people are to deal with. Put it this way. They've hushed up the existence of death before, so they can definitely cover up any news about It'll just quietly float on. That's not fair, right? I have but only one goal. Now we have our chance. So long as we can get to the truth behind her death, we can have justice for Robin. While also gaining a valuable bargaining chip for bringing the family to the table. Truly a once-in-a-blue-moon opportunity. I've been investigating and making lots of friends all over Panic. This tragic news would be extremely bad for the family, so they'll be doing everything they can to stop it leaking, especially to the IPC. But I trust that there are still a few factions that remain exceptions, and that's why I need you all. The reputation of the Astral Express precedes you, and the Harmony will give you the fairest of appraisals. You get to find out really what happened and seek justice. And I get to put it toward completing my mission for the IPC. It's what you call a win-win situation. Don't worry, just head back and talk things over with your companions. That navigator is really smart. She must understand the value of this deal. Look, here's my contact details. If you come to any conclusions, call. Oh, and take this. A thorough investigation can always use a little more funding. Don't mention it. So long, friend. I really am looking forward to uncovering the truth about death with everyone.
Aventurine just sauntered off. He really doesn't mean to force it, but something still seems off.
What now? What are your plans?
Black Swan. What is she thinking?
On the surface, this doesn't look like a bad deal for you. But Aventurine is a shrewd merchant whose scheme won't just be as simple as it appears to be. He doesn't know about Miss Firefly yet, but judging by your reaction, he may have noticed something going on and deliberately shifted topics to the truth of death to try and pull you in line with his way of thinking. That's quick thinking and very sound logic. Aventurine is no fool. and working with him definitely has its dangers. But you're talking about... Anyway, be careful out there. There's more than one way to blaze a trail. As for the other questions... I'm not sure the two cases were committed by the same culprit, but that massive wound. Plus, it seems unlikely that there would be two lethal entities loose in the dreamscape. It's all happened so quickly, I can only make conjecture. After leaving here, go have a chat with your companions. I hope. Come, this way. It's a short walk. Don't get lost. This way. This is where we part ways. Unfortunately, the remembrance doesn't lie. But follow your heart, and don't be afraid. We all walk through this world. Hold on just a sec. There you go. A small parting gift. If one day you unfortunately fall into the deep waters of the memory zone, and there's no memo keeper to join you, hopefully it can go. I also pay great attention to the ways of the world. Just think of this as an apology from me for hiding something from you. Then, I've something private to take care of regarding that Galaxy Ranger. Let's leave things there, shall we? What fascinating memories will you bring for me next time we meet? I sincerely look forward to them.
A family rep. Is Himiko okay?
This is ridiculous! How come I keep bumping into Kylie?
So much has happened. I should take a moment to gather my thoughts and wait for everyone to arrive.
Better unsheath that blade now, Ranger.
Do you still dream, Hunter? Of those slain by your hand?
It appears the outcome has already been determined.
You're still alive. As are you. You still have room to make a choice. Leave the music box behind, and then go.
Choice. The bloody trail of the destruction leaves no room for his...
Fatora's fire demon. Even if you sacrifice your life for that Eon, you won't get special treatment.
Ranger, you tread the narrow path of the hunt. You could never understand. We come from the fire, and are born bathed in fire. We spread, burn, and destroy, until all the kindling has burned out and we leave only ashes. So burning forms the entire life of a fire demon, from the beginning to the end. We are born to die, just to put into practice a profile of another universal truth. All things are created for the destruction.
Your companions don't seem to think so. They fight for your chance at survival.
They are my children, and just as I was, they are flames that have yet to burn White Heart. They're still young, and I don't believe them. But my flames are faint, and time is running out. Can you see the planet of festivities in the distance? I plan to bring Purgatory with me there, and before that, I must surpass you.
Why?
Because on the path they have forged, you have traveled farther than I have. Emanator, you cannot hide your true identity. Destruction is intense, but brief.
Even if the answer turns out to be your own destruction.
What is important is not the answer, but that it exists, just as you exist. Everything exists to be destroyed. Emanators are no different. Just as even sweet dreams may be born of the void, the so-called impossible is merely something that has yet to happen.
All right. I accept.
You shall witness the most brilliant and intense fire in existence. May this flame illuminate the farthest reaches of your bottomless dream.
A bottomless dream. Yes, that's right. But you've made one small mistake. This blade remains in its scabbard not out of pity or scorn. It's a personal secret that I don't want to disclose, but perhaps out of reciprocity. I'll reveal the truth to you. The hunt is not the path I truly follow. May death be the end of your boundless dream, guiding you back to the waking world. I still see them in my dreams. Hold it. Your time hasn't come yet.
My time?
I've seen many clever disguises that can conceal appearances, but they can never cover up who a person really is. And you're no different. You had no desire to kill the Trailblazer. You only did what you did to drive me and the Memo Keeper away, but why? Did Destiny's slave make you do it?
You know, Elio.
I thought this is just the kind of thing that'd get written into your script.
My script has always been brief. Other than that, anything beyond that is unnecessary. He knows my nature. There is but a single destiny from which no one can escape. However, you appear to be ignorant of this. So it's time for me to inquire. Who exactly are you?
Not your enemy, perhaps.
That's not what I asked.
I don't deserve your curiosity. Loners wandering the cosmos always have their secrets. Take me. I've also been wanted by the IPC, so it's little wonder I know something about the Stellaron Hunters. That's all. Maybe I can help.
What reason would you have for doing that?
I tend to forget things. Which is why, rather than memories, I'm accustomed to using my emotions to capture what I normally wouldn't otherwise. So, I know who is inside that cold armor. How about it? Ready to take off that armor and sit down for a talk?
It's not yet time. I don't need help. But I can give you a suggestion that would make things better for you and me. If your goal is the Watchmaker's legacy,
Then go look into the family. Not only are they covering up the existence of death, but they're burying the past and the truth about what happens inside the dreamscape.
Already on it.
And the Astral Express is no enemy of yours.
I know that. I just never expected to hear you say it. What's next, then? The Trailblazer's been taken by Black Swan. Will you go look for her?
No need for that. No harm in mentioning that Elio's only given me one instruction. Get all of the Astral Express to track down the Grand Legacy. I tried settling this in an easier and more direct way, but as you can see, here I am, confronting you. I failed. Can't ever...
The so-called impossible is merely something that has yet to happen. That's it. Before we split, can I ask you one more thing? Is there anything else in your script about me? I'd like to know what kind of footnote I get to leave in that future foreseen by destiny.
Unfortunately, not a thing came up.
I knew it.
Hang on. I...
Don't. What?
Your first question was... Do you still have dreams about everyone who died because of you? I don't. Never have. I was born without the ability to dream. I live for this cold, harsh reality. So, I really envy you.
Is that so? Then you're already living in the waking world.
We heard about Miss Firefly from Black Swan.
I'm sorry that I couldn't be with you then.
Reality cruises on in serenity. Well, stay strong, everyone.
Let's recap everything then. The Trailblazer just
Indeed, we trust that the Nameless has nothing to do with this. And we also...
Looking back, he seemed a little evasive at the time.
The family's planning on covering up all news about Miss Robin's death.
But the murder that followed closely after was obviously beyond their anticipation.
It may also be that Miss Firefly's murder had so many witnesses that it couldn't be covered up. After all, the nature of the two murders is fundamentally different.
Indeed. He was
Are we missing the forest for the trees here?
At this point, I'm afraid the only ones we can trust are ourselves.
Look, let's try to gather intel first and then list all the possible outcomes we can. I've still got this sense of foreboding.
This time we're playing the role of a real detective.
As I see things, the family harbors no ill will towards the Astral Express. Plus, this is the family's turf. As for that Aventurine...
He's complex. He deliberately slow-played his hand during negotiations while running circles around us all the while. He appealed convincingly to both reason and... Still, it's good to have contacts among all this We also need to keep a certain distance from the family. Never let them get too...
So, you suggest accepting Aventurine's proposal to team up?
Yes. It's risky, but we can only wait until both sides have played their cards before making any further judgments.
I get why, but there's a whole lot of bad guys and girls around here. Forget about it. Just let me keep an eye on him.
Then, could you please reply to Aventurine?
Looks like Aventurine is happy with this outcome.
Let's tell... Avengerine's goal is to try and recapture Penacony for IP. The existence of death will be covered up by the family. I'm just speculating. He's clearly a born gambler if he's...
Checked off the list.
I hope it's because... yeah, of everyone's... what a...
Aventurine said something that can... He accused that Galaxy Ranger of killing Rob. It was a groundless accusation. Maybe Aventurine's goal was never to gain our trust. However, I asked Dan Heng back on the Express to confirm that story about the Annihilation Gang and the lost messages. You've met her many times now. That fits the stereotype of a Galaxy Ranger too. They're eccentric, unpredictable. Looks like Aventurine doesn't need any.
Among our current clues, one thing I'm curious...
How about we split off and...
Worth focusing.
Huh?
I will. Honored guest, could you come out for a second?
I'd be embarrassed too, getting stared at like...
Forgive me. My name is Welt Yang. I'm...
Welt.
Is there something about my name?
First, don't you want to know my name?
I already do, Miss Acheron.
What are they saying about me?
Some claim that you're the real culprit behind these murders. That the Annihilation Gang's tragic fate at the banquet was a result of your blade.
The Annihilation Gang.
Ifrit of Everflame Mansion.
Tragic fate. That Duke turned his dying body to flames and sacrificed his life as a martyr. He was a determined and heroic pathstrider. Not even a villain should be disparaged like this. And what's more, there were plenty of suspects invited. Do they really think that a blade is more dangerous than that black hole you're wielding?
Keen intuition. Not even the fam, so you must surely know, Miss Acheron, that peering into a black hole is not a wise move. As a potential threat, reveal your true identity and intentions. Otherwise, brace yourself for gravitational disintegration.
That shouldn't be necessary. But if it makes the Nameless feel less defensive, I'll be happy to abide. Believe it or not, Galaxy Ranger, Acheron. Those are the names I go by to this very day. I'm here for the Watchmaker's legacy. And that's it. I think I've been honest.
Still unwilling to reveal?
It's not that I don't want to. It's just that I can't. I've come so far, and I can't sum up all of that. And everyone has their own unspeakable past. Secrets that they don't want to be revealed. And I won't be asking any more questions, such as what... Is she okay? That memo keeper didn't do anything, right?
She's fine. Let's just stick with the topic. Gaining my trust depends on how.
I've run around many different Penacony dreamscapes just to try and find that legacy. And during this period, I came into contact with quite a few guests. In the process, I gradually came to realize the secret of Penacony may be closely related to the Trailblaze. That's why I've come to ask for your help. I don't have enough proof yet, but I'd like to speculate something. The source of all tragedy lies within the family. If you could trust me, we could find the proof to support this claim together. Mr. Yang, I think you've come to the same conclusion, haven't you?
Let's leave it at that. Share your findings with me and me alone. I don't want vague conjecture to interfere with other people's judgments before we find solid proof.
Mm-hmm. By the way, would you like something to drink? Before we go, how about 2 cups of Wake the Heck Up? Because the conversation coming up will last forever.
I've been watching her closely for a while now, and she just sat in one corner, keeping silent, chugging down a couple cups.
Really?
The guest rooms are charmingly minimalist. An aesthetic you share. It's a cinch. This music box. The invitation received by... You see, memories of you are not yours alone. They travel in other people, other things. The Annihilation Gang, that band of desperados who all disappeared after meeting you. What exactly happened to them?
Gradation 12.
Well done.
There it is. It's hazy, but it's Ifrit's voice. This is the residual memory from when the invitation was first delivered. They were abruptly interrupted.
They sought refuge in the land. Children of the...
She won't be next.
The Everflame Mansion has set out on a journey. Those poor people. They have... Memory recovery is going well, but slowly. She'll be here soon, and time is short. There's nobody else here, so there's no need to be delicate. In fact, I think I'd better go all out. What happened? The memory after that is blank. How is that possible? This music box fell into Acheron's hands, and she brought it to Penacony. It's like it...
Who are you? Who are you?
It's... No.
Oh, a memo keeper. My name is Constance. A pleasure to meet you. We were supposed to meet in Penacony and spend an unforgettable time together. But that seems unrealistic. Dolly is not welcome on the banquet store, and I don't need a coming-of-age ceremony. And you, I know what you're looking for. Want her secret? I can give it to you, and then you can enjoy the banquet for me. I wish you...
Oh. A phone.
A few days ago,
Under the watchful guidance of the the formation of the Sigonian sovereignty.
Sigonia 4 is located in a... This is why very few intelligent...
Sigonia. Sigonia. Land of rock, but not water. You when you took his
Mommy! Mommy! It is...
Oh, heavens.
Just as you...
Of course, to be honest with you, I didn't believe... That's why I'm convinced...
Then you must have heard about the Memory Zone meme. When I graciously deigned to establish connections with... Besides Robin, there...
2 murder cases? This murderer is a... it's just that...
Incredible gambler. Have you already exhausted your limited repertoire of tricks so soon?
There are plenty of chips. Robin is what she calls the mute. She has lost her voice, and while most people can't pick up on it, you and I cannot mistake that sound. Not produced by any voice box, but rather by the resonance of the harmony. If that girl hadn't gone hoarse from singing practice, there'd only be one possibility. Something was up with the family. Or Robin herself. To get to the bottom of this, I tried every way I could, but she died.
A complete and utter loss. Incidentally, it seems to have resulted in your rather undignified arrival on the interrogation stand. There were eyewitnesses at the scene, and the family, in their great...
Well, things aren't looking too up...
A probability. But if you simply... That man...
Who?
Sunday.
Is this a...
If it were the
Fine. Ratio, I'm convinced... Without any further ado...
We're here.
Fortress?
This mansion nominal...
Hey, Doc.
Who's to say I...
We'll see.
Follow me and I'll...
While devotion to public tasks is a must, this fatigue is somewhat overwhelming.
forged in ice, never falters!
Blade of moonlight. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Is that all?
Nap time. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
In the lunar flame.
A will forged in ice never falters!
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
It'll heal!
Nap time.
You won't get away.
Blade of moonlight.
Is that all?
You've got a lot of nerve.
That's better. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
A will forged in ice never falters!
In the lunar flame. You've got a lot of nerve.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Blade of moonlight.
That's better. Nap time.
A will forged in ice never falters!
Insufficient balance. Please stop it. Insufficient balance. In the lunar flame. Insufficient balance. Please stop it.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception. Nap time.
Blade of moonlight.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
A will forged in ice never falters!
In the lunar flame.
That's better. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
something, think nothing of it.
You won't get away.
Blade of moonlight.
A will forged in ice never falters!
Nap time.
In lunar flame. You've got a lot of nerve.
Just a little something, think nothing of it.
Is that all?
That's better.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
A will forged in ice never falters!
Blade of moonlight.
Just a little something, think nothing of it.
In lunar flame.
A will forged in ice never falters! It'll heal!
That's better. Just a little something, think nothing of it.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Blade of moonlight.
Nap time.
Insufficient balance, please stop it. Insufficient balance, please stop it. Insufficient balance, please stop it.
A will forged in ice never falters!
Try harder.
That's better.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Blade of moonlight.
Just a little something, think nothing of it.
A will forged in ice never falters!
In lunar flame.
Just a little something, think nothing of it. Nap time.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Insufficient balance, please stop up. Insufficient balance, please stop up. Insufficient balance, please stop up.
A will forged in ice never falters!
That's better. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
In lunar flame. Blade of moonlight.
One step closer to the stars.
Ang marriage certificate, sir. Bali, pagkadalaga na ako, nahimo ang USMA mail, so ti-add siya. Karon
Oo.
dakulan. Ah.
If I am to cut through the heart of a star, more time is needed.
I'm not done yet.
You